What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Row Access. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Row Access. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Row Access. See that blue flame now? Just got through running all the seams on the outside. Sorry. So I realized now, after getting all the footage together, that I didn't really do too much filming on the frame itself. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I did over the video here. So originally, when I first pulled the bed off, I wanted to build a straight back frame, and I was going to build the machine cradle on top of it. And so I did a 2x2 square tubing frame with some 2x2 blocks at the front, and used some smaller, I just shaved down some blocks in the back to make it level from front to back in perspective to the truck. And so getting the frame level to the truck, just because really it's all perspective, you know, you want it to be level to the sky or to the ground or whatever else. But if the truck's not level, which mine's not, I do have a leveling kit on the way for it, so that's why I wanted to build it as level as to the truck as possible. That way when I do lift it and level it, it will be at pretty much level height. So the first day I did a 2x2 frame directly from the front to the back, and then the next day I realized that I wanted the machine to be a little bit lower than that. So I cut it back apart, built a cradle for the machine, and then hopefully in another year or two I'll be moving on to a different truck. I have some plans for another rig in the future, and so I built this one just to hold a Lincoln, and so that's kind of my downfall. If I did end up with a Miller between now and then, I could notch it back. I do have the ability to notch it back further back. But anyway, I built the frame front to back. Next day I cut it all apart, put it back together. And another thing that I kind of jacked up on was I wanted to step up the rear by 4 inches. Now I had originally quoted out some 2x4 and some 2x6, trying to decide if I wanted to do a 4-inch rise or 6-inch rise, and I settled on the 4 and forgot to change my PO with the steel company. So after I picked it up, got it here to the yard, I sat down and realized, oh well, now I've got to notch it to get my 4-inch height. So I ended up notching that 2x6 to set it down onto the frame, and then boxed everything in the back with some 2x2 to get it level, because I want to do flush mount boxes. And so at the time of out now putting the video together, I have the truck almost done, and I'm actually going to be going a little bit higher in the center part, so it'll be raised up an inch just because my jack box is a little bit shallow. So note to self, if you're going to build this frame pretty low, you're going to need to go taller than 4 inches to make a jack box that's kind of usable when you're building it around the factory gooseneck hitch. So center of the frame will be an inch higher than where it is just for the box lids, and then I have about 4 inches of tire clearance right now to the tire with the fenders in there in that area. A lot of people have told me that it's not going to be enough, but I'm going to try to make do with it. I have airbags on the truck, and hopefully that and or the future leveling lift kit. If I have to, I'll put a block, an inch block or so in the back. If you've seen the pictures on Instagram at the point of this posting, it's a little tight. So if you guys are going to be doing a similar build, I would definitely go with the 4-inch and just block it on top of the 2-inch. I think that's going to be what I end up having to do, is just cut that back out and raise the fender, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment if you did. Look for the next stage of the build to come out next week, and by then I should have the truck actually done. And I'll give you a little bit more feedback about how I did things as I'm putting the videos together.